Hey everyone, it's Allie Enigma here, and today I am going to do my first ever story time. And I decided to do my story time being lazy on the couch because I want to make like all my viewers feel like they're kind of like hanging out with me, but you know, obviously we're not, but like it's awesome because you can be super lazy. Like, I don't have to come to your house and you don't have to come over to mine. So let's just get this story time started. And uh, this one is actually like kind of traumatizing, to be completely honest. So I'm gonna say like trigger warnings. I'm gonna give a trigger warning at the beginning. Like, I'm not sure if it really is as you know, as bad as I think, but I thought it was pretty bad. And honestly, like, um, I mean, I don't know. We'll let you guys be the judge. You guys can comment down below and tell me like what you think about this story. I really haven't told many people about this either, so I guess it's kind of a lot of my close friends know, and I guess this is kind of like a secret that I'm telling you guys. So makes it a little bit like juicier, I guess. So well, okay, I'll stop beating around the bush and we'll start the story. This happened probably a little over 2.5 years ago. My phone's going off. And this happened when I was living with my aunt. We lived in an apartment together for a little while, and we lived, the apartment complex I lived in had a few other apartments, and it was like a little like court of like apartment buildings, probably like I think there's like 4 or 5 other buildings, so we had a lot of neighbors and everybody knew everybody. We knew everyone on such a personal level, and like way too much. And like everyone would always just, you know, watch me come and go, watch who I was hanging out with, watch everything, and like judge me for it too, because I don't know why. Maybe they just didn't have anything else to do, and I was busy like going out all the time. Honestly, like I was just turning, I think I was just turning 21, going on 22, so I just really liked going out to the bars all the time and hanging out with my friends and having a drink. And like, it sounds horrible, but like I walked to the bars and home just so I didn't have to like drink and drive, and I lived really close to some bars, so yeah, I had fun doing that for a while. And my neighbor directly next to me was a veteran, and like, I want to tell the story like being as sensitive as possible towards his situation, because he went through a lot of shit throughout his life, and like, you know, I feel for the guy, and I really hope like the best for him. Like, if he's somehow watching this video, like I really, you know, I hope that you have a happy life, because you definitely deserve it, and you deserve to live and everything. So you know, naturally we were pretty close with him. You know, if we needed something, went to him. If he needed something, we'd, you know, help him out or whatever, talk to him. And turns out like he had PTSD, and like he struggled really bad, and like we'd be hanging out with him and he would kind of get himself into like a panic almost, because he would just start recalling all of the bad memories and all of the stories telling us. And he almost couldn't, you know, he couldn't turn it off, which really showed that he had PTSD. But one night he just like asked me to come over and like talk for a second. So I came in, and this really freaked me out bad, like really bad. Like I definitely have, for one, I have trust issues. For two, I almost like kind of struggle with issues like that myself, like especially with the trust issues, because I have had, like, some pretty horrible things happen. I mean, I've lived, obviously they're not that horrible, but, yeah, I've gone through a lot of things that I don't really know very many girls my age have gone through certain things that I have, and then on the other hand, I do know some girls who have gone through some horrible things. So I go into his apartment and we're just talking and everything, and he's basically having a breakdown and he wants to take his life. He is to the point of suicide, and you know, I'm like trying my best to just support him and, like, you know, explain to him, like, why he doesn't need to do this. And then all of a sudden he points to the couch, and over on the couch is a little handgun. Well, I think it was a pistol. It was a pistol, and it was loaded. There was a loaded pistol, like, 2 feet away from me that this guy was getting ready to use. And I have never been in a situation like that before, ever. Because, like, what if he just grabbed it and did it right in front of me? Or what if, for some reason, he got angry with me and turned it on me because, like, I knew him, but I didn't know him that well, and I didn't know, you know, I was really scared, like, extremely fucking scared. Like, I can't even explain to you. I felt numb. I felt like I wanted to help him, but at the same time, I was freaking out myself because there was a loaded weapon on the couch right next to me. We were sitting at, like, his kitchen table just chatting, and, like, I freaked out, and I pretty much got up and left. Not very, like, soon after I realized that there was a loaded weapon on his couch, and, like, it's even hard for me to, like, tell you guys this story right now. And I know I wanted to keep my channel positive and everything, but, like, sometimes, I don't know, I feel like I do kind of want to open up to you guys about things I've been through, which I made it out safe, and I immediately told my aunt, and, like, I'm pretty sure we called the cops that night. I'm not exactly sure, to do, like, a wellness check. And, like, honestly, I don't know, going through something like that just really changes your perspective on things, because, like, I always want to be happy. I always try to make the best of everything. And I'm not saying that I'm always successful at it, because, you know, I have gone through shit myself, and I have struggled with, you know, internal battles within myself as well, because I do realize that nothing's perfect, but I also don't want to dwell on the negatives. I don't want to spiral downward, because I know that I don't have to, and I know that I have been happy in my life, and I enjoy being happy, and I like making the best of everything that I have, you know, and I want to make every day as, you know, joyful and painless as possible, because there's some times where it's just, like, it feels like I don't know when I'm gonna catch a break, and I don't know when, you know, when I'm allowed to not be stressed out, because, you know, there's a lot of stress that comes from outside sources to me, and, like, with my positive attitude, and I'm very empathetic towards everyone, and I saw a meme the other day that was like, being an empath is great because you feel, like, for other people, but you also feel bad for assholes, which is totally true. Like, you know, I feel for every fucking human being, and some of them are not worth it at all, like, honestly, because it's like, I've given you positivity, I have given you friendship, I have given you unconditional, like, caring, I don't judge, and it's like, and then you think, what has that person given me in return? And it isn't the same thing, not even close, because some people can't not be negative, and maybe that stems from, like, mental illness or something like that, but, like, I am not one of those people. I literally, like, I sometimes, fall into negativity, but I believe in myself so much, and I believe in, making things great and making things better. And so, like, ever since then, like, I have honestly had to call the cops on quite a few people, for wellness checks for suicide, and, it fucking tears me apart that, like, people I know and I care about, like, even want to do that to themselves, because, like, I totally understand, like, that there's pain and that, sometimes life fucking sucks to the point of, like, being doubtful of everything and, just hating everything. I totally get that. But it really tears me apart. And, like, honestly, that's part of, like, I've gone to therapy a couple times. I've wanted to go more, but, a big part of that, of my problem, is situations from outside sources that I cannot handle myself. And all I can do is just be myself. All I can do is be positive. All I can do is provide the support, provide, everything, but I can't keep letting myself get torn apart because of me trying to save people and it doesn't work. Or, like, me not being that person that they think that I am or something, because, honestly, I'm not a medical professional. I am not a therapist. I am not a psychologist. I am not any kind of doctor help that can really help with those situations. All I can do is be your friend, be there for you. But, if you have, suicidal problems like that, if you need to reach out to somebody for help that can help you professionally, like, call the cops for a wellness check. Check yourself into inpatient if you feel like you're going to harm yourself. Call the suicide hotline. There's so many things. But, I feel like a lot of people that go through that don't realize, like, the toll that it takes on other people, too. Because, yes, I know that, like, you're going through a lot, but you don't realize, like, the damage that you do to people around you. And, if you do, like, a lot of times I feel like people have just guilted themselves. It's like, why can't they see what they, like, why can't they be supportive of me? And it makes me kind of bitter because all I do is fucking try, and, like, I get to the point of, like, isolating myself because I can't fix everybody else's problems. I have to take care of myself still, which I'm not even, 100% good at that either. It's like, it's just, it makes me feel like they don't care about, like, how it affects me, like, at all, because it's like I'm there for them, and they, put that heavy load onto me, and, it is damaging, it really is. Like, I do want to go to more therapy to cope with this, but, like, I don't know, and like, I've also had reverse roles. Like, I wasn't suicidal myself, but, I used to have a friend that was like, she got really mad at me, and, she was like, well, and then she was talking about me, like, right in front of me, because it was, like, one night, and then the other person's like, well, you can't save everyone, talking about me, and it's like, I never asked anybody else to save me. I can take care of myself. I can figure it out for myself. It's like, all I ever wanted was a friend to just be there. Like, I wasn't asking for anything. So, like, it's really hard because, I want to cut negative people out of my life, and I've done that quite a bit, and honestly, my life has been, like, it tremendously improves with all the negativity that I cut out of it. Like, I'm sorry if any of those people are watching my channel, but, yeah, I'm moving on without you, and honestly, it's a lot better without your opinions and judgments, so, like, I'm sorry that it didn't work out, but, like, I hope you move on and have a great life yourself. So, yeah, and I have tons of great friends now, too, that, like, just make me feel great about myself, and that's the thing, is, like, you need friends that make you feel worthy, not like you're just some charity case, not like you're this or that. But I'm getting completely off topic with this story time, because this was about me seeing, like, a loaded weapon with this guy about to, like, use it, and it really was traumatizing. And, like, I don't know, guys, like, what do you guys think about that whole story? Like, I'm honestly glad that, you know, it didn't come to anyone, you know, losing their life or anything. So I feel thankful for that and grateful for that too. And, like, you know, I think about my neighbor, and I just really hope that, like, he feels healing within himself, and I hope that he's happy. And I know that, you know, you can't always be happy and you have your off days sometimes, but, like, overall, like, you deserve to have a good life, but you shouldn't damage other people, like, and if you do, try to see it from their perspective too. Just because they don't struggle as badly as you do doesn't mean that they don't hurt on the inside as well and aren't struggling, like, in their own way, you know? Like, I don't know. I guess this is turning more into, like, a rant, so yeah, I'm gonna end this video. Yeah, give me a thumbs up if you want some more story times, because honestly, I have a lot of traumatizing stories that I could tell you guys, and I don't know if you want to hear about it or not, because this is the first time I've really opened up in, like, the not so positive part of my life. So yeah, let me know, and thanks for watching and listening to me rant, and being there for me, and I really appreciate it. Like, I really do. I appreciate all the positivity, and I hope that I can give that, you know, positivity back in return. And yeah, if anyone out there is suicidal or self-harming, call the suicide hotline. I'll link that in the description below. Call the suicide hotline, call the cops for a goodwill check, go into an inpatient facility, because your life, your body, your soul, your spirit, whatever you want to think that we are as humans, you deserve the best no matter what. No matter how bad you feel, you deserve the best. And that's gonna be it. I'll wrap it up right now, and goodbye.